Here we are live at the quote-unquote protest. A few hundred people out here.
Yep.
Joanne Binford.
Yep, we're live.
Binford Chronicles.
Showing you the protest, and let's find out what people are saying. Let's take a look. Do you guys want to talk on camera? I beg your pardon? Do you guys want to talk on camera? My camera doesn't talk. Well,
This one does.
Oh, that one does.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell us why you guys are out here?
Do you want to talk?
You want to start a conversation?
No.
No, we're asking.
All right, never mind. Thanks.
We're here to protect democracy.
You want to talk?
You're here to. What's your name?
My name is Jim
Jim. Jim what?
Pickering.
Jim Pickering. Hi, nice to meet you. Thomas Kenny.
Thomas, how are you?
Joanne Binford with Binford Chronicles. How are you?
Yeah, I'm a Republican, but I am dismayed to see the dismantling of our democracy.
In what form? How is it
Um,
being dismantled?
It's being dismantled by folks who are exceeding their authority. It's a three.
What?
It's a three. The government is partitioned into three pieces: executive, legislative, and judicial.
Right.
And we have an executive branch that's now overstepping the bounds of what they should be
So
doing.
what is
In what manner?
Pleased with?
In what manner? Well, disobeying federal judges, number one.
Do the judges have jurisdiction
Yes, federal judges have absolute jurisdiction.
over the whole country?
Yes.
Or
they
just
do.
their
Yes,
districts?
No, yes, they do.
Federal-
They set precedent. Yes, they do.
Yes, federal
Listen,
judges.
if you guys want to get somebody else and talk to,
How do they,
reality.
excuse me, how do they do that? That's what I want to know.
How
How do they have federal jurisdiction over the whole country rather
because
than the
they're
districts?
federal
These are
freaking judges,
They're
guys.
assigned to specific districts, are they not, to handle the cases
What do
in
you
those
want,
districts
all
on
the
federal
federal
law?
judges to be in one place? Come on, get a grip, guys.
Why? Because that's
You need
are
to
you judge
look.
shopping?
No,
Oh, that's
Is that what they're doing?
Are you a freaking moron?
No, I'm
Look,
not.
open your eyes and see what's happening.
Okay.
And it is, well, we're bridging people's rights, number one, by asking folks that are coming into the country from outside the country, we're trying to stop them. Now, whether they're U.S. citizens or not, legally. I-551s, you know what an I-551 is? That's a green card. That means they are legally allowed to be here, and we're trying to stop them at the border. No. Yes.
Yeah, that's.
I actually have
It's your
personal.
legitimate meeting. Let's
Yeah.
legitimate.
Listen, if you guys want, go talk to somebody who will dump back at you what you want to hear. Because
I am.
yeah, go ahead.
You're dumping. Go ahead. Keep dumping. It's good.
Dump it. And I'm a freaking Republican. I've never voted Democratic. And there is no way that this is right for the country. There's a whole layer of stuff.
How did someone get an I-551? Let me ask you. How do they get an
They
I-551?
apply through the Immigration and Naturalization.
So they apply through the INS, but how did they come to apply to that? Did they cross illegally?
All right.
And were they just granted on people ignoring the law, so they were allowed to do that?
Well,
or was
no,
the law
I think-
enforced in its totality?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Where are you from?
I'm from Falls Church, Virginia, sir.
Okay, where were your parents?
Jersey, New York.
How about your great-grandparents?
New York.
We're all immigrants. We're all immigrants. And by the way...
Okay, if you want to go back to the Civil War, we shall.
Okay. You can do it whatever you want. I'm just telling you that there is... Listen, our country is based...
So what you're saying
the
is...
dynamism of our country is in large measure brought about by the immigrants. Whether you like it or not, they have consistently...
But it's also brought about by the rule of law, too. And so if you have people who are in charge of the executive that did not enforce the rule of law, then granted I-551s, as you say, we've got a problem, do we not?
So you're going to go back and capriciously, without information, deny access to people with I-551s because there are some that may not be here.
Are you referring to the MS-13 gentleman in Virginia whose family's been here for 10 years?
Listen, this is not about anecdote. This is about...
It's not about anecdote. That's fact. That's not just an anecdote. That's
fact. Why don't you guys do me a favor and go find somebody who will parrot back what you want? I'm just telling you what
I'm not asking for you to be a parrot. I want to hear about this.
I've been a Republican my whole life, and I absolutely believe in this country. And I believe that we are all on the same team.
Do you believe in large government or small government?
I believe in government we can afford.
And
we don't have government that we can afford. I agree that we need to reduce the deficit. I ran a business and was CEO of a bunch of companies when I was younger. I'm retired.
Okay.
And I could not run my companies, whether you're 1,000 employees or 30 employees, the way the government is run now. I agree. However, doing it in a way where we get rid of all the nuclear regulatory agency officials who know anything about storing nuclear stockpiles because we don't understand the government and we just want to cut a whole bunch of people, that's understandable. We do the wrong thing. Let's do it smartly. If we're going to reduce the government size, let's do it in a way that is thoughtful, leaves the assets that we need, and gets rid of the assets we don't need.
Isn't that what Doge is doing?
Doge is not doing it.
What is
Doge is acting without knowledge. And
Acting without knowledge.
Listen, yeah.
How are they acting
All right,
without knowledge?
listen.
No, these are no. You have to explain these statements.
Yeah,
Acting without knowledge. What
when
does
you
that
eliminate
mean?
300 people, the only 300 people that know about storing
back
nuclear
off.
waste,
If you
then you
keep
got a
quiet,
problem.
I'll give you my answer.
Yeah.
Now, just keep quiet for a second.
Thank you, Mr. Pickering. Appreciate your comments.
What's your name, sir?
What's
Jeff.
your name, sir?
Jeff?
Jeff
Yeah.
what?
Hi, Jeff.
Burger.
Bergen?
Burger.
Burger, sorry. Thank you.
Social Security is not a government benefit, but a government entitlement because everybody throughout their working years and their employers contributed to Social Security. It is not a tax-funded entity of government. It is an accumulation of
We got to impeach him again.
cash from working people subtracted from their regular paychecks.
Yeah, it's a tax.
It's not a tax.
It's involuntary. It's a tax.
It's a mandatory program, but it is not.
Yeah, mandatory tax.
Yes.
No, you better get your words a little.
I'm 58 years old, sir. Right now, I'd give all my earnings of Social Security to the government if they'd end the program tomorrow.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm a lot older than you are, and I got better manners, so get lost.
Thank you. When he said that 551, I'm like, because you have to have it legal to offer a 551 to you. So that's why I went, how you got to get to the bottom, don't get into all this nuance until you get the main issue. How did they get it? How did they get the application? I asked him, so what's a 551? I know I don't know this crap. I want to find out and hear his thoughts. Hi.
So they want Biden back in office?
Hi.
Hi.
This is Thomas Kenny. I'm Joanne Binford with Binford Chronicles, and he's with the Sunshine Journal.
What's your name, sir?
Dave.
Dave what?
Correll.
Coel?
Correll.
Corel. Okay, thank you, Dave. Mr. Corel. That's my card for you. So you had this sign here. Can we get a view of it? Save our democracy. And the other sign has the no king logo.
What is that?
Who's the king?
Trump's trying to be king.
In what manner?
The actions he's taken since he entered the office this time. You don't run the government strictly out of loyalty. You bend the knee to me, you be loyal, or I'm going to cause you big grief. This is not the country I grew up in.
Where are you from?
From Vero.
Binford Chronicles. It's the local news podcast.
And what's your philosophy?
What do you mean, what is my philosophy?
Don't talk to me. It's a Sunshine Journal. Do not talk to him. You're nothing but lies. You're nothing but lies.
What's your name, ma'am?
I'm not giving you my name.
Okay.
But do not talk to him. Do not talk
The
to him.
Sunshine Journal is nothing but lies, they said. Okay.
Call us liars because the Democrats.
You're asking questions,
Do not talk to him. Do not talk. He's from the Sunshine Journal. Do not talk to him.
Hi. Hi, I'm from the Sunshine Journal. Do you want to talk to me?
Yeah, sure. Resist, resist.
What are you resisting?
Resisting I am resisting.
Resisting what?
Everything he'll print is a liar. It's okay. The president is a liar. His cabinet is a lying. What we are resisting.
How did they lie?
We are resisting the fact that he is upsetting our finances, the global economy, and giving us BS by telling us that tariffs improve our financial condition. Not yet. We haven't seen it. So, Mr. Trump and your cabinet,
The tariffs have been in. The tariffs have been in. The tariffs have been in action for three days. It's April 5th.
Not the way he did it. Not the way he does it. There's a way of doing things. Like a murderer can have a knife and slash a person, but a doctor uses the same knife to save people. It's how you use the knife, sir.
Everything you say.
No, he's not.
We're live. How could I twist it?
Right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Corral. I just had to answer that. They accused me of lying.
Yeah, I just asked him if he was very happy with the Biden administration and the processes that were in place, and he was just getting ready to explain.
Okay, go ahead.
There were mistakes made. There were a lot of good things done. But I do believe Biden, in his heart, had the interests of the American people. I see now in the headlines this morning, Trump has, senior moment. They go.
What do you mean by that?
No, that was me. I had a senior.
Oh, you had a
Yeah.
senior moment.
Yeah.
It's a little hot out here.
Oh.
We're all having them.
Yeah. I love this country.
Yes, we do too.
I want this country to stay a democracy.
Well, do you know we're a republic? We're not a democracy. We are a republic.
Okay. All
We
right.
have some democratic style voting.
Well, voting is the form of democracy that we act in. That's a process. But the reason we have the three forms of government is because we are a republic. And that was intentional. If you go to other republics, they don't have the same free form of government. You know that. You've traveled the world as a military man. But people keep calling us a democracy. If we were a democracy, we wouldn't have an electoral college and it would be mob rule. That's what a democracy is. Now, the democracy process that we act on is the voting process. That's the only form of democracy that the United States.
People pay people to come there and pretend that they are voters, and they go into our software systems and hijack the voting system and say we are the ones doing it, then they are the ones doing it. Because we've been fair. We have not cheated. Your side or the Republican side or the Trump side has done it. No, I haven't. Yes, when you all were at Carol G's office.
Oh, so that you saw that the 2,000 years had actual data that proved there was election fraud.
You know,
I mean, you can either see the data or you can ignore it.
data can be changed.
Okay.
Okay.
Data can be changed.
Follow your camera around. Hands off public lands.
Hands off our democracy.
Let's go.
Everyone calling us a democracy.
Let's go talk to the DEI people.
I really like that sign, the DEI sign.
Which one?
Support every illegal. I love it. Where's the DEI?
Oh, Ice Spice Dump Trump.
Does the
Hold on. Right here. Hi.
Hi, ladies.
I was reading the back of your other sign.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
My name's Thomas.
To him. Do not talk to him. Everything he
First Amendment
he is,
violator.
well, she cannot say anything.
You know what?
You want to talk to me now? She's going to follow me around because I just reported what people said here last time.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to
Thanks anyway.
Okay.
Thanks.
They're going to follow us around.
Resist, yes.
Resist. I know we're not allowed to have free speech here because the Sunshine Journal just prints what you said.
Free speech here. You're not allowed to have free speech in his America.
In his America, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, Democrats always violate.
What do you mean by that?
Get away. Move.
Okay, thank you for the free speech.
Trillions of dollars that were just lost within the last day.
Oh, at Wall Street, okay.
That's a 401k.
It's doing well.
Hands up. Yeah, that's right. Democrats like to stifle the First Amendment any chance they get. Absolutely. Your Constitution is all the way, right? Defend your Constitution.
Who?
In the last week, my husband has lost everything. What? 401k and his savings and the stock market and everything else like that. So, fuck Trump.
He
Okay.
lose everything in the 401k because I've been watching that in stock market. Yes, please. This is my
No.
This is my right to go away. Go away.
Are you still not going to tell me your name?
No, I'm not.
You're going to walk around and just tell everyone not to talk to me because I asked some questions?
Because everything you print is a lie.
What did I print that was a lie?
The last protest, you twisted everything around. Do not.
I did? What did I do? What did I do?
Do not talk.
What do I do?
He's from the Sunshine Journal. Everything he prints is a
The
lie.
Democrats' worst nightmare, apparently. Sunshine.
Do not talk to this man. 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 And I'll keep following you. Do not talk to this man.
No one's allowed to talk to me. Your free speech rights ends with this lady right
I
here.
got my free speech too. I'm doing my free speech.
Tell it to the
Let's have an intelligent conversation. Anybody?
Talk to this.
Intelligent conversation.
Do not talk.
Trump must go, but why? Let's ask why. Muskrat must go. Let's ask why.
Why not?
Why? And I'm asking you why. You say he should go. I think defending the government against waste, fraud, and abuse is fine. Why do you think not?
Do it intelligently.
I'm sorry. What is your name?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. My name's Thomas Kenny. Here's my card.
I don't care what is your name.
Okay, you don't care. You want my? Just so you know, I'm on record. If you don't want to be on record. Huh?
Demolition is easier than construction, and especially when you do it in a just broad.
Hey, every new building, sir, has to be brought down to an old one has to be brought down, put a new one up.
Yes, and they're put up
The
with the plan.
interest, he has many, many contracts with us.
He does. You're absolutely right.
In there, calling the shots. He's just the front.
He's an advisor.
advisor. Yeah.
That's his formal role. He's in the office of the White House, not in the executive office of the president.
He doesn't have to be a Trump has to have a scapegoat. He's got to start off on somebody. I'm not telling. I don't know who it is. Not me.
He advises the president. President makes decisions off of his advisement. Have you been to the Doge website?
That side across the street. See that side across the street?
Which one?
Better cabinets. See you, bud. Take a hike. Get the hell out.
Are you a Biden supporter?
You just follow your.
We see the side across the street.
We don't have an IKEA here. It doesn't concern me.
There's a IKEA up north. Hit the road. We'll see you.
Hit the road.
You have a 401k.
Why would I do that? The government would tax me at the end after all my earnings were done.
What about your Social Security and your Medicare?
I'm 58 years old. I'd give away my Social Security at this point.
You give it away?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Who do you give
Just
it
to make it solvent?
You can't.
Just to make it solvent?
Oh, yeah.
I let all the seniors who are there now have it. Thank you. Because I haven't seen it.
Get lost.
I'm as ugly as the Trump people. You guys just get okay. That's I don't start trouble. Your friend's accusing me of lying. She started the trouble.
That is typical of our leftists. They don't know how to have a conversation. They resort to bullying, putting people down, and stifling your First Amendment. These people have no respect for the Constitution of the United States, the Republic of the United States. If you look around, you can find democracy all over this place. It's like diarrhea shooting out of their mouths. We are not a democracy. We are a republic.
Interesting. Right wing media. How about just media? You ruined this country. We ruined this country.
And rat trap Musk.
Please get out. Hey, you're coming too close to me. Get out. Hey, man, you're coming too close to me.
Yeah.
Gotta stop. I gotta fix this. I don't know how much I got, but it's asking for wireless networks. Trump's raiding our treasury. What do you mean by that?
What do you think I mean?
I'm asking you the question.
Have you been paying attention?
Yes, I have. So how is he raiding the treasury?
How about you just pay attention? You'll find out soon enough. One day when you don't get, I don't know what kind of you may get from the government if you get anything.
I'm Thomas, by the way. Your name?
Who are you?
Thomas Kenny.
Thomas Kenny with the Sunshine Journal. I'm
Right here. Here's my card.
Binford Chronicles.
Your name, sir?
Tony.
Tony, nice to meet you. You can give your full name or not. It's up to you.
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm asking questions.
But you're recording.
People are wondering about this. Yeah.
Huh? For the kind of weird.
We're local Sunshine Journal, Binford Chronicles.
We just report it as it is. We don't go in and try to say things. We just report what you guys are talking about.
So when you say Trader Trump is raiding our treasury, fight it. We'll get that shot here. What does that mean? How is he raiding the treasury?
He is determined to destroy America because he hates America.
That's not.
He hates America?
Oh, absolutely. He hates America.
In what manner?
In everything he
what
does
he's doing?
and says.
It's taking away people's rights.
In what manner?
In what manner?
Yeah, I mean, there are. If he's taking away people's rights, that's a generic statement. There's some specific rights going on here that you're talking about.
Rights every day.
Presidents do it all the time.
Supporting,
Not that many.
not supporting, just grabbing people off the street.
Yeah,
Supporting.
exactly.
What president did that before in my lifetime?
Where did he
Let's say in my lifetime.
Oh, she wants to
He's going to
stifle.
twist everything you say.
See, that's what I was worried about.
You're worried about that? I mean, you're live on camera. How can I twist what you're saying?
Well, I don't know what you're going to do with it. You could
I don't edit. It's live.
He's lying with
It's
the mustache.
Yeah, I'm asking you questions and answering live in here, and she's making the assumption that you guys can't speak for yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's telling everybody like a cult leader, don't talk to this guy.
Wait. What it is you come up here,
Exactly.
throw a camera in my face,
I asked you the
and
question.
I don't like it.
Don't identify.
Okay, if you don't want to talk on camera, that's fine. Say so.
You could ask me a question.
I just did. How is he raiding the treasury?
When I see that, I don't like it.
So then you should just say no.
I don't.
No, please, thank you. I'm on my way.
But you were
Goodbye.
engaging.
Thank you, Tony. Nice to meet you. Don't come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hey, Tony, I got just as much fun as you. Thanks.
Well, it would be nice if they could have some information. Huh?
Where's the lower prices? Hands off the DEI.
Yeah, the lower prices were never here, especially during.
Oh, apparently we got a leader in the Democrat Party saying not to talk to a journalist.
When it's a live feed.
And a lot of people on a live feed, and a lot of people who
Listen.
make this assumption are stopping free speech, and they're taking on like a.
You guys want to explain
Do you guys want to talk on camera?
Okay.
All right. He might. You want to, sir? No, it's all right. Okay.
You will talk versus hands-on personal data.
I'm Thomas. I'm with the Sunshine Journal. You got to know that. Your name is?
Thank you. My name is Kit Shappy. And
Hi,
I'm Joanne
Kit.
Binford with Binford Chronicles. Hi.
So hands off personal data, handsoff2025.com. What's going on with the data?
Well, there was so many things to protest that I just picked two. But the data part is where Elon Musk and his teenage crew of Ninja Turtles broke into the database of all kinds of secret data, confidential data of Americans, our social security numbers, how much money we earn, and all that kind of stuff.
Not talk to this man from the Sunshine Journal.
I told Kit that.
Yeah. Kit, everything he wants.
I told Kit that. Well,
Do not talk to him.
we're doing a live thing.
It's live, so there's
She won't be.
edit.
Kit, you did one better than her. You gave me your name. Thank you.
I don't care.
No, you're not in a cult. You're a citizen.
Yeah, that's right. And, I don't know what, but
That's why I gave you the card so you can find out.
If your readers are Republicans or right wing, but they're Americans, they're Democrats, well, we're Americans too.
Absolutely.
There's so many differences, but what keeps us together is we are all Americans. And one thing that ties us all together is the Constitution.
That's right. I love that you said that.
That the Constitution torn up and stamped on. And there's so much chaos going on right now, from really things to extremely important things. It's so hard to separate what's important, what to focus on. But the whole thing is it just seems that our democracy is completely at risk. Personally,
We had an election though that determined who shall lead for the next 4 years.
Yes,
And that person is implementing policy that they campaigned for on the trail for those 4 years.
That is true. But people are being appointed in positions that never existed before, that Congress has not voted on funding, et cetera, et cetera. And this is very distressing.
Let me ask you a question on that before you go on. Hold on, I just want to ask one question though, because you make a good point. So, during Obama, the head of GE was appointed, like Musk, as what they call a government. Was it the GSC? The government service employee. It's an extended period of time. It could be in Musk's case, it's reported at 130 days. The guy at GE was for a lot longer as an economic advisor. So is this any different that someone who's highly skilled in tech, works to fix, by the way, something that was set up by Obama, the U.S. Digital Services, to come over and help advise that department? Is that okay, or is that wrong for a president to do?
Okay,
It's wrong.
it's wrong.
Because?
No, wait. It's not a yes or no. We're not comparing.
Well, that's why I'm asking why.
No,
Because?
I can't speak to what Obama did because I don't know. So I'm not going to speak about that. But I can speak about Elon.
Yeah.
I can speak about part of the American tradition.
But the appointment is the same.
Are you interrupting me?
I'm just saying that, okay.
Would you like me to speak? Would you
Speak,
like
go
to
ahead.
hear what I have to say?
Yeah, Kit.
Or not? Okay. What's happening with what we have seen happen with Elon Musk is he has so many different sticks in his fire economically. SpaceX, Twitter, has Tesla. Yeah. All these kind of things, and he's standing to profit economically in his position. He's already doing it. So many conflicts of interest that are at stake here. And, this is just wrong. This is absolutely wrong. There don't seem to be any checks and balances for this. And so that's what I have. That is my opinion.
Okay, but let me, and that's good because, that the CEO of GE had many contracts too.
Okay, I can't speak to that. Yeah,
but it's the same principle. That's all I'm sharing. It's this principally, that's the appointment, and that's the right of a president to get advisement from professionals. Is that not true?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
You said you didn't pay any attention during Obama's, so you don't know the things that he did that are very similar to what Trump was doing. Same thing
From an appointment standpoint.
with Biden. Yes, from an appointment standpoint. Biden, did you keep track of what Biden was doing as well? But now it's Trump. I'm kind of trying to level out what's the difference, because
the difference is chaos. The difference is absolute chaos. It's fear in the country and it's chaos. If you don't see that people are shaking in their boots of the future, what's going on, the xenophobia,
Excuse me, sir. We're talking with Kit. We'll talk to you in a second.
I think I've said enough, because I think your questions are leading me. If you want to take out anything useful I've said, you won't.
Well, we were live, so everything is useful.
We're not going to edit anything. This is exactly your words.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're just trying to understand.
That's my position.
Yeah.
I feel more threatened as an American citizen today, not only for me, but for people that I care about the people of other countries, people of other races, people who are disenfranchised, poor people. I am very, very concerned about what's going to happen to them. I'm a retiree, and I have enough funds to weather the storm. And you have, but I don't know what's going to happen to
you. White privilege, Jeff. Get out of here with that white privilege.
No, I agree.
That's not white privilege.
Yeah, white privilege. She has it too, even though she's a Democrat.
It's not white privilege.
It's white privilege.
She has worked hard for everything that she.
All of us have. All of us
have.
have.
It has nothing to do with.
Yep.
All of us have.
So who's got white privilege then? If all of us have, that means you have white privilege.
I don't have white privilege. Don't give the right.
If we've all worked hard,
don't give the right to work.
So what does white privilege do?
Jobs without any affirmative action.
Kit, thank you so much. You've been very helpful. Excuse me, sir. What's your name?
Huh?
Your name?
My name is Chuck.
Chuck what?
Brown.
Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers?
Huh?
Like Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers?
I don't know any of the Soul Searchers. Anyway, come on.
He's a great musician.
Yes.
Chuck Brown.
Let me tell you this.
Hey,
right?
I'm Thomas Kenny.
Okay.
Sunshine Journal. So you just said that your fellow Democrat has white privilege and you don't. Okay, why is that?
White privilege is when white people get the benefits that the government gives, that's not a problem. But whenever the government gives benefit to any other group, they see it as taking away something from white people.
Where do you get that evidence from?
Because in the South, when they outlawed segregation and black people start going in the pools, the white people stop using the pools and they fill the pools with dirt because they prefer to deprive themselves rather than share with
that wasn't
people.
White
Sir,
that's white privilege.
No, it wasn't.
That was pure racism.
That wasn't white privilege. That was in the South. The South was one of the last places to integrate, get rid of segregation. The South relied on slavery for their businesses. It had nothing to do with white privilege, because if a free man went up north, he could find work up north. He was not treated the same.
Let me tell you where white privilege came in the South.
No, you're talking about slavery. Slavery is not
the slave owners.
Slavery is about running your plantations. It's about.
It's about
white privilege.
It's about being superior, and some people are inferior. It's
Chuck.
It's about giving.
Chuck, can I ask you a question?
Listen. The slave owners, they receive reparations. It's not white privilege. The slave didn't get even the 40 acres on a mule. Isn't that white privilege?
No, that's not.
That's not white privilege.
No, it's not.
So you bought slaves.
That's slavery.
and the slaves work
It's
for
not
free.
white privilege. Slavery is people doing bad things
Things
to
to
other
bad.
people.
Yeah,
That's people do that now.
but
There's trafficking.
who did
People
it?
trafficking now.
Who did it?
People are upset.
Everybody does
White
it.
People are upset.
No.
People
White
are
people
No.
Chuck.
did it.
Chuck.
No,
People
not
are
true.
upset
From
that
Ukraine, from Russia,
Chuck.
Nope.
many places,
Chuck.
mainly
Chuck.
white.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
People are upset at Trump slamming tariffs
Yeah.
on China,
Yeah.
who
You-
practice slave wage practices
Okay.
in their country.
Yes.
Is that white privilege?
That is arrogance. Arrogance because
That sounds like slavery.
because Trump is tied that he wears is made in
But there
China.
are a lot of people. There are a lot of people right now, Chuck, who say that those tariffs will raise wages, and then we can't be productive in our country. What is up with that?
That tariff is causing things to be more expensive. So it's the biggest tax increase they're passing on to the average person.
And inflation, isn't it?
And worse than inflation.
Have you seen the tariff list?
I
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
So what's the disparity? What's the difference between their tariff and our tariff? Just name a country.
Great again, man.
Just
Our
say
tariff,
We don't
our
want
tariffs. We have tariffs. What's our lowest tariff?
our lowest tariff is like 10%.
And what's the highest tariff that we're having to pay?
We
Yes,
Yeah, as
we pay
American.
tariffs
we pay tariffs.
to other nations that will
Right.
not sell our goods over there.
No, that's not true. They won't sell
Yeah,
our goods
we
over there.
pay
That's
taxes.
not true.
We don't
You know why we pay tariffs
Why?
to those countries? Because after World War II, okay,
Yeah.
when Europe was
The line forms here.
when Europe was demolished, and they needed help. This is why the U.S. being
We need help.
being the
America
strong
needs
economy at the time was paying tariffs in order to let those countries recover and do better.
What, after World War II?
After World War II, U.S. companies spread all over those countries and benefit from all of that. And then they
2025, Chuck, that's 80 years ago.
export those goods here. They were made by U.S. companies in China, in Europe, in the Caribbean, U.S. companies.
Do you know what our national debt is?
Yes, 36 trillion.
So guess what? Who's getting scammed?
Who's getting scammed? The poor people in this country.
But
So then why do you
it's our
want to pay
country.
more
It's our
taxes?
tax.
Eh?
So then why do you want to pay more taxes to inflate?
We are already doing that now with the tariffs. The
So that's why
tariffs.
we're trying to change things.
No,
We're trying to
tariffs
slow
is
inflation.
creating taxes. Taxes can't lower tariffs. It increase tariff increase inflation.
It increased jobs for the lower class.
No,
It does.
no,
Yes, it does.
no.
We outsourced to China and
Chuck,
we lose.
Chuck,
A lot of
Tariffs
manufacturing.
is gonna let me lose jobs. People gonna have to pay more for
So
the
we're
goods.
going to create
Walmart cannot
manufacturing
sell enough.
country
Chuck,
We want
Chuck,
to bring
Chuck, let me ask you this.
Yes.
If the people move out of the stock market and buy into treasuries, what does that do to the interest rate on treasuries?
If what? Say that again.
If people move out of the stock market and into treasuries, like a lot of times they do when the stock market has a downturn, what does that do to the interest rate on
If they
treasuries?
buy treasuries,
What does that do
if
to
they
the
buy
interest rate
treasuries-
on treasuries?
treasuries will go up.
No, the treasury will do what?
Will go up.
No, the interest rate on treasuries.
Will
What?
go up if you're buying more of it.
No, it's actually, there's a demand, so it goes down. The interest rate goes down. So what can the United States government do?
Go down if you buy more treasuries.
Yeah, the interest rate will, because the demand's high.
Right. When the demand's low is when the interest rates go high.
Demand's low for what? Treasuries? Who buy treasuries?
Everybody, institutional investors, number one. Wall
They
Street,
buy
number two.
treasuries because it's a better.
It protects their asset until the market bounces back.
Okay.
It's common.
In English, man.
So if the interest rate goes down, what can the U.S. government do?
If the interest rates go down,
Yeah, what's that?
then the U.S. government can pay back their debt with a lower interest rate. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And that's what's happening.
That's not what's happening. That's not.
That's
what's
why
happening.
tariffs work.
No, tariffs don't work.
Okay.
What's happening is he promised to bring down cost of living. He said he would stop the war in 24 hours. The war has stopped. All these lies that he perpetuates. He will lower cost of living. People.
He's not a god,
people
Chuck.
vote
He's
for
a
him.
president.
People vote for him to lower the price of eggs. Everything is still higher than before. So
Why were the egg
it's a con
prices
man.
up? Why were the egg prices up?
Up, you know why?
Why?
Because Biden and Trump in the first term, and Biden, wait,
It started
gave,
4
Let
years
him
ago.
finish. Let him finish.
Trump started it, and then Biden continued giving money to the public in order to recover the economy of the COVID.
Well, sir, I was
And
alive.
that money created inflation. Plus the war in Ukraine drive up prices here, and also
Okay. Well, what's your solution, sir? I'm sure
my
you have
solution,
a, yeah, you
my
have a lot of
solution is this.
problems here.
My solution is this. Change the economy, but don't change it the way it's changing it, because the way it's changing it only gonna benefit the rich.
Then how do you
Right
change
now, you know how to change it?
That's-
You know how to change it? Put more taxes on the rich.
Listen, listen,
Wait,
listen. No, no, no.
more taxes.
No, 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 no. Shot.
CJ.
CJ.
80% of the stock market.
CJ can't keep his mouth shut. He's not a reporter. I think we're done. They're all leaving.
This the DEI sign.
Oh, we had a DEI conversation. So you had to have a conversation because you get your best cuts. He said it right there. Oh, now the U.S. can pay off their debt.
I know.
So you have a conversation if the lady lets you.
Yeah. Some of them are so cute. Yeah. CJ's passionate.